The popular Barbie movie that we have probably watched or heard about is made up of many hidden scenes that will surely be amazing to talk about. Below are 10 interesting hidden facts about the Barbie movie. 10. The first scene is an homage to 2001, A Space Odyssey. Barbie began with a scene of little girls playing with their baby dolls until the first giant Barbie appeared in front of them, banishing all their affection for their outdated dolls. This sequence was a recreation of the Dawn of Man scene from Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Space Odyssey, where a massive monolith appeared among apes and led to the rise of conscious thought in men. Some of the shots were identical to the original, clearly defining the inspiration that Greta Gerwig took from the classic movie. It was the perfect way to depict the sheer impact that Barbie had on young girls, who had until then only been aspired toward being mothers because of their infantile playthings. The dawn of Barbie opened up horizons for little girls everywhere that could now envision their futures as empowered young women, which was just one of the many strong, real-world messages in Barbie. 9. Sasha and her friends potentially represented the Bratz dolls. One of the most interesting theories about Barbie is the huge Bratz Easter egg that fans believe appeared when Barbie journeyed into the real world. She ventured into a high school and ran into 4 girls, one of whom was Sasha, Gloria's daughter. The girls gave Barbie a pretty harsh dressing down, even saying that they hadn't played with Barbie since they were 5. Eagle-eyed viewers found that Sasha and her friends corresponded perfectly with the 4 Bratz dolls, commonly known as the toy girls, graduated to when they grew too old for Barbie. Besides looking like the Bratz dolls, Sasha's mother also called her Bunny Boo fondly, the nickname for the Sasha doll and her pet rabbit in the Bratz universe. 8. The multitude Wizard of Oz references. The next hidden fact was about Greta Gerwig spoke about how influenced she was by The Wizard of Oz in the year 1939 to Letterboxd, which showed up in Barbie in more ways than one. When Barbie started driving out of Barbie Land, she passed by a movie theater that was playing The Wizard of Oz. Further, the road that takes her out of her comfort zone is a pink brick road, unimaginable but true. It was much like the yellow brick road that the famous Dorothy took in the classic. Both Barbie and The Wizard of Oz are really emblematic of young women undertaking important journeys that change their world. While Barbie may have gone from the fantasy to the real world, hers too was an expedition of self-discovery. Even the painted sets and authentically artificial feel of Barbie Land was inspired by The Wizard of Oz. 7. Ruth and Barbie's touching hands mirrored the creation of Adam by Michelangelo. Unbelievable but true. Did you know that the inclusion of Ruth Handler, creator of Barbie, was a sentimental touch that fans loved to see in the movie?
Wow!
Greta Gerwig went a step ahead and injected Ruth's scene with even more meaning when she snuck in a Renaissance detail. When Ruth's hands touched Barbie's as she served her tea, it was made to look just like the creation of Adam by Michelangelo. This fleeting detail added depth to a simple scene, as Ruth was the one who had given life to Barbie and ignited the imaginations of girls worldwide. This was a truly poetic moment that proved how complex a seemingly lighthearted film was. It was also Margot Robbie's favorite Easter egg in Barbie. 6. The Pegasus State and Fairy Sign in Barbie Land. What made the Barbie movie so evocative was that there was no attempt to establish a new order. Greta Gerwig leaned into the rich history of Barbie and represented every form and rendition that had come before her film. The movie only built on and enhanced what already existed, and certain small Easter eggs like the Pegasus statue on the beach in Barbie Land proved this. This Pegasus in the movie was a secret homage to a popular Barbie animation movie, Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus, released in 2005. Similarly, a big sign of Barbie as a fairy in the background of the beach scenes also referenced Barbie in A Fairy Secret. These animated Barbie movies were an irreplaceable part of many girls' childhoods. 5. Weird Barbie's choice to stereotypical Barbie is like The Matrix. One of Barbie's most crucial and hilarious moments was when Weird Barbie presented stereotypical Barbie with a choice, using 2 distinct forms of the same object. She could go to the real world and figure out who was playing with her and why she was filling Barbie's head with thoughts, death, and cellulite. Even though Barbie do not initially understand the gravity of the choice presented by pink pumps and Birkenstock sandals, this scene was an obvious homage to the sequence in The Matrix, where Keanu Reeves' Neo is offered a choice between the red and blue pills. Both of these were life-changing choices for them, and the reference was a clever one. 4. Barbie Land's airport is called BX. Even though Barbie Land and the real world were two distinct and different universes in Barbie, there were plenty of references in Barbie Land that were straight from real life. One hilarious detail was that the airport in Barbie Land was called BX, obviously inspired by LAX, or the Los Angeles International Airport. This little detail showed how fleshed out the Barbie universe was in the movie and made it all the more relatable for viewers. Even a pink Statue of Liberty added to the intricacy of where all the Barbies lived and thrived. 3. Gloria's husband is America Ferrera's real-life partner. Gloria's husband barely made a cameo in Barbie, but fans would be happy to note that the actor who played him was none other than America Ferrera's real-life husband, Ryan Piers Williams. He was goofy and sweet in the movie, mostly dedicated to learning new languages. His appearance was even more wholesome when he told Barbie, which translates to "Yes, we can." The slogan does have political connotations, but it was also famously said by Ferrera's character in a 2002 Disney original film, Gotta Kick It Up. This was also one of America Ferrera's earliest acting roles, which made this fact even more endearing. 2. The woman at the bus stand is legendary costume designer Anne Roth. Barbie's first adventures in the real world were no good, but they gave rise to one of the most precious sequences in the movie. As Barbie sat at a bus stop trying to figure out her next steps, she briefly met the darling older woman was beautiful, to which she responded with sass, saying that she knew. This woman wasn't an actor but legendary costume designer Anne Roth. The 91-year-old maven is known for her costuming work in Midnight Cowboy, Hair, The Talented Mr. Ripley, The Village, Mamma Mia, and more, for which she has won 2 Academy Awards. While many thought that the cameo was by Barbara Handler, the woman who inspired Barbie, Gerwig picked an unconventional route and chose one of the most respected industry veterans for the scene. 1. The Humanity montage featured real clips of cast and crew's family. Barbie moved audiences in various ways, but the depictions of girl and womanhood were the heart and soul of the film. As Barbie faced an existential crisis and the inclination to find a greater purpose beyond being a doll, Ruth showed her the true meaning of being a woman. The following montage was an emotional sequence of clips of girls and women going through life and celebrating the highs and lows of being human. Greta Gerwig confirmed that the videos in this final, stirring montage came from real mothers, daters, sisters, and friends of the cast and crew of Barbie. The director had put out a call to them to submit the footage that eventually made it to this last sequence, set to Billie Eilish's, which asked the question, "What was I made for?" that pushed the titular doll to take the plunge toward humanity. Finally, I conclude that the sparkly and pink Barbie movie was emotional, complex, and layered, and these fun facts prove how carefully Greta Gerwig created her magnum opus. Secondly, we can say that this again echoes this movie's major theme are as follows: accepting everything about yourself, flaws and all. By also including discontinued versions of Barbie and Greta Gerwig dolls, as well as incorporating new additions like Cellulite Barbie, Gerwig highlights the embarrassing lowlights that the company tries to hide. Thirdly, Barbie was created by Mattel co-founder and American businesswoman Ruth Handler. She was inspired by daughter's love for paper dolls and decided to create her own.
Subscribe.